In this video, I built a working cable car and build-a-boat for treasure that can actually ride to the end. This build is a little more advanced, but all the effort is worth it when you finish building. You can literally have a gathering of all your friends and ride to the end together. What's also super cool is that this is a mobile-friendly build, so all you mobile players can actually build it. A lot of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you haven't done already, then please do. It's completely free, and we're so close to 7,000 subscribers. Anyways, let's get into the tutorial. Alrighty, so for this build, I'm going to be going over the materials that you guys will be needing. So you guys will be needing 6 wheels, a car seat, plastic blocks, titanium, and glass. Wheels that I'm talking about are the old wheels, which are from the legacy car pack. As you guys can see from the shop, you just scroll down and it should be 750 gold for 4 old wheels, 2 servos, 4 suspensions, and 1 car seat. So basically you can just buy this 2 times to get 8 wheels in total, which will be enough for the build. The only tool that you guys will be needing is the scale tool. Anyways, let's get started. So starting out, you guys want to get a titanium block and go anywhere on the plot at the end. Basically, I've centered mine right here, so just place your titanium block in the center, but I'm just going to be putting mine a little to the right just for reference from this one, but you guys can just place it right in the center right here. So I'm actually going to place mine over here, but you guys can, however, place your titanium block over there. And then what you guys want to do with this titanium block is you guys want to scale it up until 75 studs. So I'm just going to scale it like this, and there we go. And then I'm going to put my move on to 0.5, and I'm actually going to put this right on this titanium block like that, and I'm going to scale this out until 50 studs, and I'm going to scale it out right here. By the way, if you don't know what studs are, it's in the left and middle, and it basically just tells you how long a block is. Next, what you guys want to do is actually fly up here, so basically just get any type of jetpack, so like this jetpack, and you guys can just fly up here like this. I'm actually going to be making the cable car first. So right now, get your scale tool out and click on this titanium rod right here, and then look down, and as you guys can see, that is the center. So place a plastic block right in the center like that. Then what you guys want to do is use your scale tool and actually scale this up 1 time with the 0.5 scale like that. Now we're just going to be making the cable car, so go ahead and place another plastic block, put your merging level onto red, by the way, and just place it like that. Then go ahead and put your scale onto 1 like that, then scale it up 1 time like that. Now just make a 10 by 20 square, so I'm just going to be making this 20 times wide and making sure that it's in the middle. As you guys can see, it's not in the middle because the middle dot is not in the middle, so I'm just going to transfer this over here like that. As you guys can see, it's in the middle. Then what you guys want to do is make it 10 studs wide, so I'm just going to gradually make it 10 studs wide like this. As you guys can see, it says 10, 1, and 20. Now you can actually delete this plastic block right here. You guys won't be needing it. And then what you guys want to do is actually put your move on to 0.5 and then just put your rotate onto 45 degrees and then tilt 1 time like this, and then put your plastic block on the corner right here. Then scale in 2 times like this, and scale in 1 time, and then scale it all the way down like that. Then just scale it all the way to the other side and just scale it down until 6 studs. So right here it says 10, 1, and 6, which is 6 studs. So now what you guys want to do is do the same for the other side. I'm going to just place my plastic block right there, scale it in, and then scale it all the way in. Do this, just scale it all the way out, and do it until 6 studs like that. Now we're going to be making some rods, so go ahead and get another plastic block and place 1 on each side of the corners like this. As you guys can see, it is right on the corners. Just look at it for a second and then do it. And then I'm just going to place 1 right here. And then what you guys want to do after that is go ahead and get your scale tool and scale 1 time in and scale it all the way in for every single side like this. And I'm just going to do the same for this side. So I scale 1 time in and then all the way in like this. And I'm just going to do the same for this last plastic block like this. Then what you guys want to do is scale 1 time in on each plastic block like this. So you're basically making it thinner, and there we go. Now what you want to do is scale this down until 6 studs. So I'm just going to scale this down until 6 like that. And I'm going to do the same for every single side like this, and there we go. Let me just go out a little, and we got 6 studs on this side and 6 studs on this side. Now we're going to get another 45-degree rotated block on the bottom like this, so get it right on this corner right here and then tilt it 1 time like that, and there we go. So and now what you guys want to do is actually scale it in 1 time again, and scale in all the way like that, and then scale all the way to the other side, and scale until it's 4 studs. Basically you just scale 2 times, so 1, 2 like that. Now just do the same for the other side. So I'm just gonna place it right here, and then I'm just gonna scale it 1 time like this, and then scale all the way in, scale all the way to the other side like this, and then scale down until it's 4 studs. So 1, 2, that's 10, 1, and 4 studs. Now all you want to do now is just fill the bottom, so basically just get right here. So I'm just gonna come over here. It's a little tricky to get on this spot, and there we go. So now what you guys want to do is place it right on the bottom corner. As you guys can see, just look at it right here and just place it in that spot, then scale it up one time, and then scale up all the way, and then just scale out to the other side and scale out all the way to this side right here, and there we go. Right here, as you guys can see, there's a little spot here, so I'm just gonna scale it in one time, and I'm just gonna place a block right here. As you guys can see, the block is right there. Then I'm just gonna scale it up one time and scale it all the way in like that. I'm just gonna scale it right here into here. As you guys can see, it's right there, so I'm just gonna fill up this gap, and there we go. We're just gonna be making the glass. So basically, get your glass block and place it on this corner right here. It's right on the edge of this bottom piece, and there we go. So now just scale it in one time and scale it all the way in, and we're just gonna scale it right here and scale it all the way to the top. Now we're gonna do the same for the back side. So just put it on this corner right here, scale it in one time like this, scale it all the way in, and then fill in the whole space, and there we go. So now we're just going to be making the big glass. So just place a glass block right here, scale it all the way to the other side. Now scale it in one time and just scale down all the way right here like this. I'm just going to scale in a little bit more like that, and I'm actually going to put my scale onto 0.5 and just make this a little tiny shorter. And then I'm going to just put my scale onto 0.2, just make this a tiny bit shorter like this. As you guys can see, it fits almost perfectly. So now we're just going to be doing the same for the other side. So I'm just going to place my glass block right here. I'm going to reset my scale to 1 and scale in one time, and just scale all the way to the other side. Then I'm going to scale all the way down like this, and then there we go. We got it glitched inside of this block. So just put your scale into 0.2 and scale up like this. And there we go. Let me just scale up a little bit more. And there we go. So it's a little tiny bit inside the block. Now we're just going to be filling in the side gaps. So turn on match rotation and put your scale onto 90 degrees. You rotate at 90 degrees. Put your move onto 0.5. So there we go. So just place a plastic block on this corner right here. Scale it in one time. Actually, put your scale onto 1 like that. Scale it in one time and scale it up like this. And we're just going to scale it all the way to here. Do the same for this top side, and just scale it in one time, and then just go out to this side, and then just scale it all the way down. And there we go. So I'm just going to scale it like that. Now we just have to fill in this gap, so just do it right here and just fill it up like this. You guys can be a little bit messy with this because you guys are just filling up the little gaps. I'm actually going to fill this in like that and go up to the top right here. So there we go. We just have this little tiny plastic block left, so I'm just actually going to place it right here. Actually going to place it right here. There we go. I'm actually going to put my scale onto 0.2 and just scale it up until there. I'm just going to scale it up a little bit more like that, and there we go. So we got one side filled up, so we're just going to be going ahead and going over here and doing the same. So I'm actually going to place my plastic block right there. I'm going to scale it up right here. I'm actually going to put my scale back to 1, scale it in one time like that. Then I'm actually going to go down right here. Now I'm going to do the same for this side right here. I'm actually going to put my move on to 0.5 and put it right here. Now I'm just going to scale it in one time, scale it down, and we're just going to place it right here. And then we're just going to scale up a little bit like that, and we're just going to go right here and place it right here and scale it up like this, and there we go. Now just do the exact same to what I did on the other side. So basically I'm just going to demonstrate one last time, and I'm just going to speed it up. So basically I'm just going to place a glass block right here, right over here. There we go. Scale it all the way to the top, scale it in one time like that. I'm just going to scale this down right here. Now I'm just going to go on the bottom side and place a block right here like this. Scale it in one time and scale it in like that. Scale it all the way to the bottom, and there we go. And then just place another glass block right on the corner right here, and we're just going to come in here, scale it one time in, and just go up, and then go down, and then go to the side. There we go. So I'm just going to speed up this last one because I basically think that you guys know how to do it. There we go, we finished that last part. So now what we're gonna be doing is adding plastic blocks. I forgot this little part right here, so I'm gonna just redo this. Oh my gosh, I left a little part out. Okay, I'm just gonna scale this in right here and just scale it there. Okay, there we go. We just finished everything. So what you guys want to do now is we're going to be using plastic blocks. So go ahead and place a plastic block over here. So just go 1, 2, 3 like that, and do the same for the other side. So 1, 2, 3 just like that. Then go ahead and scale it in and scale it inside the glass actually like that, and do the same for this side. Scale it inside the glass like that, and I'm just going to scale it in one time. So what you guys want to do now is actually scale it in like this on each side, and then scale all the way down on each side like this, scale all the way down like this, and then what you guys want to do is actually scale it inside now. So go ahead and scale it inside right here. There we go, and we're just going to scale it in just like that. Now we're just going to do the same for the other side, so we're just going to scale in and scale in like that. Then we're going to go right here, so basically go 1, 2, 3, and then just go ahead and get a plastic block right here and scale it all the way to the other side. There we go, so now it's on the other side. So go ahead and actually scale in one time and scale up one time, then scale inside the car like that, and scale in like that. So there we go, we got our little splitter right here. So now we're just gonna do the same for the other side. So I'm gonna come up to the other side, and I'm basically gonna try to line it with this. So I'm just gonna come over here, place a plastic block over here, and just scale it over just like this. And I don't want to go through the 1, 2, 3 process again. Okay, so there we go, we just got it all the way over here, and we're just gonna put it like that. Now we're gonna do the same for the other side. Go ahead and get it right here and just scale it all the way to the other side like that. Scale it like that. Okay, so now what you guys actually want to do is go ahead and put your scale onto 1. So basically just scale this one in like this, and I'm just gonna scale it all the way to the bottom, and I'm actually gonna scale it to where I scaled it. So I'm just gonna scale it one time in like this, one time in like this. Oh no, wrong side. One time in like this. Okay, there we go. So now what you guys want to do is scale in one time inside, so one time like that, and do the same for the other side. Do the same right here, one time, and scale it all the way in like that. Now we're going to be making another splitter like the same from the other side. So go ahead and get a plastic block, and I'm basically just going to reference from the other side. So I'm actually going to put my move onto 0.5 again, and I'm going to place it right here. Then I'm just going to scale it to the other side like this, but first I'm going to just scale it in like that. So that's basically the shape. So I'm just going to scale it to this other side like that. I'm going to scale it all the way in. Then I'm going to scale it all the way that, so then it connects to this side like this. So I'm going to just go a little bit out, and there we go. I'm just connecting it like that. So now we're basically done with the cable car itself. So we're just going to go on to the mechanics. So first, go right here, click on this their scale tool, and place a block in the center right here. Go down a little and place it like that. Then scale it up one time, and there we go. Now just go ahead and get another plastic block and place it on the corner of this one. Scale it in one time and scale it up until 13 studs like this, and there we go. Now place another plastic block on top of this on the corner, scale it down one time, and then scale it until 6 studs like that. Now place another plastic block right here on the corner and scale it up one time. Then we're just going to go out 15, so I'm just going to go up to 15 long and make sure it's in the middle. So I'm just going to go one in right here and one right here. Actually, it should be a little bit off up top, this middle dot, and there we go. Now what you guys want to do is make 45-degree rotated blocks on the ends. So go ahead and get put your rotate onto 45 degrees and tilt one time like this, but actually rotate 2 times like that and then tilt. So then you get that, and place it on that corner like that. So I'm just going to place it right here just like this. I'm going to scale in one time, scale in all the way. Do the same for this side right here, and there we go. And we just scale it all the way in. Then just scale in one time down like that, and on each side one time down like that. Now we're just going to be placing another plastic block on this corner right here on each side. Then scale in one time and scale in all the way in, and scale it down to 6 studs like this. There we go, it's 6 studs. We're going to do the same for this side like this, and scale it down until 6 studs, and there we go. Now we're going to be placing a plastic block on here, so I'm just going to place it right here and do the same for this side. Then put your scale onto 0.5 and scale it all the way in. So I'm just going to scale it all the way in and do the same for this side. Then you guys want to get your wheel, and we're just going to be placing it right here on this corner. I'm just going to rotate right here and place it right here. I'm going to do the same for this front wheel, and there we go. So now what you guys want to do is place a plastic block right here, and we're just going to place it right here on this corner. Then scale out one time, but before you do that, put your scale onto 1. So I'm going to just redo that. So I'm just going to place it right here. Then your scale is on 1, and just scale it out one time and scale in one time. Then scale in all the way right here, and there we go. Then we're just going to scale up right here, so then it's one singular rod. Then put your scale onto 0.2 and just scale it until it's 0.8 studs. As you guys can see right here, it says 0.8, 1, and 1. Now we're going to be doing the same for this side, so just go ahead and place your plastic block on the corner. Then put your scale onto 1 and scale it in one time like that. Then scale it up like that. Then put your scale onto 0.2 and scale it until 0.8 studs like this. Now we're just going to be placing another plastic block on the corners of these right here. There we go. Put your scale onto 1 and scale it in one time on each side like this, and scale in like that. Then scale down until 7 studs like this, and then do the same for this side like that. Then we're just going to be getting a wheel like this, and we're just going to be placing it on the bottom right here. I'm going to put my move on back to 1 and place it right here. And I'm going to place it right over here, and there we go. Now we're just going to be doing the same for the other side, so go ahead and get a plastic block, put your move on to 0.5 and place a block right there. Then scale in one time and do the same for this side, so scale in one time like that. Then go ahead and scale up on each side so it's a singular pull. Then put your scale onto 0.5 and scale it out until it's 2.5 studs. So basically just scale out one time like this and one time like that. Then I'm going to just reset my scale to 1. So now go ahead and place it on each corner like this, and then go ahead and scale in one time and scale inside like that, so you get a singular pull like this. Then scale down until it's 7 studs like this, and scale it down on the other side. Then go ahead and get your wheel again and place it on the bottoms like this. I'm gonna place it right on the bottom, and I'm actually gonna put my move onto 1 because it was a little inaccurate, so I'm just gonna be placing it right here and right here like that. So now we're basically done with the whole cable car, so go ahead and save like this and save in any slot you want. So now what we're going to be doing is making the actual rod that goes to the end. So we're just going to extend this rod all the way to the end. So go ahead and get a rod and place it right here, and go ahead and get a titanium block and place it on top. Now just scale up until how many studs you have, so just scale out until about 100 or how much you have. So I'm going to scale down to 50, which is realistic. So I'm just going to scale it right. So depending on how much you scaled it, if you scaled it like around 100 studs, you guys will have to dupe about like 7 times. If you scaled it about 50 studs, then you guys have to dupe it 8 times. So basically I'm just going to scale it to 100. So just go ahead and scale it to how much blocks you have. So there we go. I have it on mine's on 100. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a seat. I'm going to place it right here, and then I'm going to place another seat right on the top like this. I'm going to place it right there. So now just go ahead and get a portal. So I'm just going to get my portal, and I'm going to just get it right here. You guys will be needing 2 portals, and you guys can get them from the codes in Build a Boat. So just place a portal on the top and place a portal over here. So now you guys are good to go to save. So I'm just going to save this thing and save it. So there we go. We got it saved. So now after you save, we're going to be duping. So go ahead and get right here and get a cake or something and get it right here and place it on the middle of your seat. Then go ahead and get 3 hinges. So I'm just going to get 3 of them. So I'm just going to place one right here, one right here. As you guys can see, they're halfway on my seat. Then place one in the middle of you like that. Delete your seat, delete the rod, select all with your screwdriver, and unanchor. Now just go in first person, and you can turn or anything, and just go ahead and go to past the waterfall or this little mountain. So if you're past right here, past the waterfall like that, then go ahead and reload your actual thing. So I'm just going to reload like this. There we go. Just wait until it's fully reloaded, and there we go, it's fully reloaded. So now what you guys want to do is go ahead and go back to your plot. And we're just going to come over here. By the way, it's way quicker if you're on pink or yellow team, because it takes way quicker to actually get to that spot. So now what you guys want to do when you're back to your plot is go ahead and delete your middle hinge like that. You guys can delete these other 2 hinges, so I'm just going to delete them. And then what you guys want to do is go in the portal like this. And as you guys can see, you guys should be sitting right here. So now delete the portal and go ahead and select all and anchor like that, and then go ahead and save this right here and then reload it. So then after you reload it, go ahead and delete this cake and this seat and then resave and then reload like this. So now I'm just going to be demonstrating it one more time, the dupe, and then I'm just going to be cutting out all the rest because you guys can do it by yourself. Again, you guys have to dupe either 7 times or 8 times. So just dupe 8 times just in case to be safe, or just dupe 7 times if your pole is really, really long. So we're just going to be repeating the process. Go ahead and get a cake, place it right here, go ahead and get another hinge, and we're just going to be placing 2 of them stacked on top of each other, and we're just going to be placing it right here and here. Okay, now delete the seat, delete the rod, select all, and unanchor. You guys can also use candy to speed up the process. Again, candy is not required, and you guys can just come over here. I am a little glitched, so if this happens, just do the whole process again. So I'm just gonna reload and do it again. I'm gonna replace my cake right here. Let me place it like this, halfway. Now go ahead and get your hinges again and get it right here. Place it 1, 2, 3, like that. Delete your seat, delete your rod, select all, unanchor, and there we go. So now you guys can actually control it. Now go back to that same spot. Again, you guys can switch to magenta team or yellow team to get there quicker. So I'm just gonna come over here, and there we go. So now you guys can just reload again. So I'm gonna just reload and just wait a little tiny bit. Okay, and then just go back. So this will be my second dupe, and we're just gonna come back right here. And we're basically making a pole long enough to reach the end. So I'm just going to come over here, delete this middle hinge, okay, and just delete these 2 hinges. Now just go ahead and go back to this one portal right here. So I'm going to just walk into it right here like that. As you guys can see, we're sitting down, delete the portal. Always remember to select all and anchor, okay? Yeah, just always remember, do not unanchor though. And then just go ahead and save your thing again, and there we go. And by the way, to easily clean up your cakes and seats when it's too high, just go back in this portal right here and just jump down until you get to the cake. So I'm just going to go right here and into the portal, and I'm just going to sit down right here. There we go. So now you guys can delete your cake and seat and go ahead and save. So I'm going to cut the video up right here. Come back after you dupe 7 to 8 times, okay? Just dupe 7 to 8 times. So guys, I just finished duping 7 times, and there we go. We have a super long rod, and basically if we set it over there, it'll actually make it to the end. So now we just have to finish some finishing touches. So I'm just gonna get my candy, and I'm just gonna come in here. So basically what you want to do first is delete this portal up at the top, delete the seat, and there we go. So now we're just gonna fly down, and we're just gonna go back. Now after you've done that, now go ahead and delete this portal right here, and then go ahead and actually come over here and place a portal and a seat over here. So basically you want to place a seat right over here. So I'm just going to put my move on to 0.5 and place it right here. And now what we're going to be doing is making an extender on this pole right here to actually place a portal, so then we can get this rod and get it to the end and place it down. So basically what you guys want to do is get your titanium and place it, put your move on to 0.5 and place it right here. Then go ahead and go right here and then scale it down 2 times like this. And scale it until 8 studs like that. Then what you guys want to do is place a block right here, and then after you place this block, go ahead and get a seat. And we're just going to place it right over here, and there we go, we got our seat. So we just made a little extender right here to actually place the thing down. As you guys can see, it's right here. So now what we're going to be doing also to the seat is we're going to place a portal. I'm going to put my move back to 1, and I'm actually going to get my portal. I'm going to place it right on the seat. And can we place it on the seat, please? And we're just gonna place it right on the seat. That is not on the seat, and we're just gonna place it right there. So I'm just gonna come over here and actually try to place it as accurately as possible, so then we can actually sit in the seat. So there we go. I got my portal right there. So now what you guys want to do is come over here, place another portal over here, and place it right here, and there we go. So now what you guys want to do is actually select collision off for this actual thing to actually sit in it. So basically select this and this little rod. So I'm just going to select it right here and turn off collision like this, and make sure to do it for both of them so you guys can actually walk inside right here, and there we go. So we can walk inside, and so the last final step is to actually place a car seat to actually control it. So we're just gonna get our car seat, and we're actually gonna place it right in the center like this, and there we go. It's connected to all the wheels. Now go ahead and customize your car to your liking, so you guys can paint it, do whatever you guys want, add decoration, and make it look super cool. And wait, there is one last final step for you guys to do. There's one last final step. I'm sorry, there's just one last final step. So go ahead and get any block, and we're just gonna connect the cable car to the ground. So just get any block that you guys have still. So if you guys have like this obsidian block, you guys can get it, and just go ahead and connect it to the ground. Just make a little rod right here and just connect it to the ground, and there we go. So now that you guys have it connected to the ground, you can go ahead and actually save. So just go ahead and save, and there we go. We're gonna be just deleting this, so just leave it there, and we're just gonna come over here. So now I'm gonna teach you guys how to set it up. Make sure you have it saved before you do any of these steps that I'm gonna be showing you guys. So go ahead and get in the seat on the big rod that's gonna go to the end. Get a cake and place it halfway, and delete your seat, delete your rod, select all, and unanchor. Now go ahead and go in the portal, and there we go. We just set it up. Now delete the portal, and there we go. So now what you guys want to do is actually anchor this right here. So anchor this one little rod right here and anchor it. So now just go ahead and delete your cake, delete your seat, and that should stay there. Now go ahead and get a jetpack of any kind. I'm just going to be using this, and we're just going to come up here and go into our car like this. So now to actually drive it, you guys want to just delete this thing right here and just go forward like this. As you guys can see, we are driving this, and you guys can actually get to the end. You guys can actually get to the end with this thing. It's really, really cool. Just riding in a cable car to the end. So we're just going to come over here, and we can actually just literally just ride to the end. This is super cool. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you watched to the end. Leave questions down below on anything if you guys have problems with this build. I can help you guys out in that comment section. I'll see you guys later.